Hola, beautiful people. I realized in the video yesterday I gave on utilizing the breath to heal the lungs, cleanse the airways, cleanse the inner organs, I forgot something very important on the cleansing the lungs. The law of weed. One of the reasons why I've touched on this many instances is that nature provided humans with one natural ingredient to cleanse the lungs. I'm sure you can guess what that is now, right? Yes, marijuana. Now, the Creator, our Father, has always seen that in this war that they would bring upon us, that they would destroy our capacity to heal ourselves utilizing the breath, to grow and become and connect to our spirits utilizing the breath. And in his sapience, he gave us marijuana to ensure that at the point now that we are in, our people could once again begin cleansing their lungs, cleaning their airways, utilizing marijuana to do so. Now, one of the reasons why they have been so adamant on producing skunk, and as I've said over 20 years ago, they would make marijuana legal once they'd found a way to commercially grow it, and they'd taken control of most of the natural marijuana around the earth by either burning down all the fields or making it such a penalty that people no longer get involved. And here we are 20 odd years later, and that is a reality. They commercialize skunk because they found a way to grow it on a commercial scale. Yet skunk is not marijuana. For those of you who do not know, and I cannot remember what video I put it in, they were doing the research in the 50s and 60s, maybe earlier, but the paper I read was when I was a primary school boy. I don't know, I think I was 4 or 5. And it was, I think it was by the World Health Organization or another one of these international research agencies anyhow. And they were doing the research on skunk, on its capacities to destroy the emotive centers, destroy the empathy centers, destroy the areas that give us guilt in the brain, to make it easier for army men, the Marines and so forth, in the Vietnam War to kill. This is the research they did on marijuana, producing skunk. Skunk was originally designed specifically to make people killers. More appropriately, make army officials more efficient killers, and not to have to suffer the after effects of guilt or PTSD as they were doing in such high numbers in that period of space. As a result also, it destroyed the nervous system, because if you're destroying the empathic centers, you're destroying the emotive centers, you're destroying the areas that provide for guilt, you're obviously destroying parts of the nervous system and huge parts of the limbic system in the brain, as well as the cortical regions of the brain. And today you do see this, as so many people have gone into psychosis from smoking skunk around the UK, Europe and in America. And you've had all these health warnings as a result. So for all you people around the earth who have your own private, legal growing stashes of natural strands of marijuana, I implore you all to start getting a part of your stash to people who need it to clear their lungs. Now, how it cleanses your lungs. Marijuana, as it goes into the lungs, it dissolves lots of the sediments and dirt that you breathe into your lungs, and some of the mucus that's fallen in from the stuff attached to your airways. And one of the reasons why marijuana makes you relax in the way that it does isn't because it's about producing the high. It's about, as your body relaxes, the alveoli in the lungs relax. And as they relax, just like if you hold someone and they relax, it's hard to hold them. It's hard for the stuff to stay on the alveoli as the alveoli relax and they fall off and form the sediment on the bottom of the lung, which gradually causes edema, if not expelled. So to use the marijuana, once you start doing so, for those with bad edema, definitely necessary, For those of you who work in the construction industry, who've been working with plaster, who do sanding, who have this dust in your lungs and you have these dry coughs, you're older, or even wet coughs because it's become the edema. Rails come out as I'm talking to you, so you're going to use marijuana. It's not about getting high, and it's raw, not just tobacco. You take a pull and you pull it right in. You may cough, that's okay, and you hold as much of the smoking into your lungs as possible, not letting any out. What this does, it covers all the sediments on the alveoli, dissolving it slowly, loosening it. And then as you do the exercise I gave you yesterday, to get the sediments out in the shower, all that dirt that's stuck to the alveoli will be released from your lungs due to marijuana. And the marijuana relaxing the alveoli literally flashes it off internally for you to expel via the exercise. So this is for all you people, asthmatics, all you people with bronchial problems, going towards pneumonia, you elderly who have pneumonia and lung edema, and all you in the construction industry who work with plaster, sanding, with dusty areas, and for those of you who've had the asbestositis, I can't remember what the full term is, this will remove the sediments in the body which cause those problems to arise. My beautiful people, grow healthy, become again. This game, this number they've done on you all, destroying your breath, destroying your lungs, this concerted destruction of the physiology of the body, you must now do as necessary to bring this to an end. Okay? Truth, light, and love.